Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. By got him, I mean we got this pile of nerds. So we're gonna have to reconfigure. Beep, 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 beep. Time to initiate reconfiguring. Where should we be? I think we should be probably something like this. Maybe so. And then everyone else would be something like that. We're gonna launch an assault on the enemy. Just like that. Anyways, welcome back to Kaiserreich. We just completed a cool surround where we cut off a bunch of Chinese and Japanese forces, and we're going to attempt to crush them in a pocket. Easier said than done, of course, but, you know. There we go, just like that. And then we can, like, do that. Nice. We're doing it. We're doing it. Looks like that's the ball game. Did we do it? Did we do it? Are we doing it? Yeah, we did it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Okay. Well, that was efficient. How many? We lost 6K guys. And apparently, oh, the Australasians have killed 1 million people. Yeah, that makes sense. Apparently we've only got 5K. That didn't count. Because there was the Russians. Okay, whatever. Either way, we are going to follow the road. Choo, choo, choo. We're going to go down this road. And, because, like, this is death. This whole thing, death. Not good. So we're going to have to probably take the train to Harbin. And then once we get to Harbin, we maybe just keep going until we reach Vladivostok. That seems like a logical path. And that will create a enormous pocket that we can then easily annihilate. Something like that. Let's see. Probably want air attack, max speed, agility. Yeah, let's just do max speed, agility for everyone. Yay, we'd love to see it. Better transport planes. They're so cool. They're so awesome. We think they're the best. We think they're da bomb. 9,000. Okay, they've captured Hylar. Whatever. Uncapture Hylar. Pretty easily. Doesn't really change the situation. Yeah, that just counts as recaptured. We have to do is to get to Kikihar, and then we can get to Carbon, and that should be good enough, right? Yeah, because that's where the supply drops are. Might want to grab the supply drop at Wang Yamao. Maybe. I don't know. Either way, it's in our best interest. Are we in any kind of ultra disastrous type situation? Back here. Wow, that's still not good enough. No, it is good enough. Okay. Yeah, looks like we're fine. Looks like everything's okay. just, like, blast through? Evidently the answer is yes. Alright, several things are happening. That'll do it. Let's see. Do that. We just roll the Union on, ladies and gentlemen. How's the supply situation going? That'll do it. I can take a decision. I can encourage frugality. How much do we even need to do that? We don't. Okay. Alright. But we're probably going to have to bunch up something like this. We're going to be able to hold that? Yeah, we are. We just have so much hardness, it's pretty much impossible for the enemy to do anything. I want to capture some wing. I want to swing here just to do it, I guess, basically. I mean, it helps to have an army that literally cannot lose a battle. It's just, like, pretty... This is, like, comical. Alright, well... We're gonna go to Kihar, I guess. We should go to... Yeah. Wang Yamao. Okay. Again, it's like, we're not auto-winning every possible battle, but we're also, like, doing pretty well. I think you need to stop. You need to hold the line. We got armored engineer companies. Are those better than what we have? Armored maintenance companies. Neither of these are meaningful. I guess I'll take this one. Armored support vehicle. Armored support vehicle. Probably this one? Yeah, we'll get the tank one. And then... we want... super speed. That'll do. It's expensive, but... probably want not this thing. Not you, yes you, fast tank designer. And then probably the full 5. Yeah. That's a sometimes. Okay. Alright, we are finally running out of supply, apparently. I mean, I guess I'll just thrust at Changchun. I will thrust here. I will thrust here. Again, this just is a crazy fast advance, where our flanks are being perfectly covered by just everything. This is just, like, about as good as I've ever done in terms of tank advance. Okay, finally we're running into a battle we cannot auto-win. So we're going to have to... okay, we did. Alright, heavy tanks use less supply. Doesn't do anything. We are maybe going to have to just swing south now? Crazy stuff is happening. You need to go here. Lots of things need to happen. You need to bunch up way hard. You need to go capture Nanjing, just to capture it. We did capture Changchun. Go to Jilin. You don't need to thrust at Harbin, though I think you can probably just grab Harbin. There's 2 tank divisions there. Just the ones that happen to be there. Holy crap. Yeah, I don't think I necessarily need any more sauce. You go here. You go here. And then descend on Jilin. You go here, and you can be here. You go here. You guys, you can stop. Nothing that's happening. You guys can withdraw back to Wang Yang Mao. Now, what we really want to do is capture Shenyang and capture Yingkao, and then we have now effectively created, like, we need to finish the pocket by basically swinging back up north and sealing in the entire northern Japanese army into an enormous pocket in northern Manchuria, which we can then kind of annihilate more or less at our leisure. Something I absolutely intend to do. You are not going to make it, are you? Go back to Changchun. Nope, that didn't work. Okay, well, it kind of did anyways. Alright, everything's working pretty well. I'm going to stand to push here a little harder. Push here a little harder. Alright. Interesting that the thrust on Jilin is actually being turned back. Militarized motorized police. Or motorized military police, excuse me. What do we do next? I don't know. Rockets, probably. That seems fine. What are we even doing here? That's not useful. We're like kind of pursuing multiple objectives. Focusing in on Harbin and then thrusting at Mudanjiang might be the play. Thrusting at Shenyang, given the situation where Shenyang is just straight up not defended by anyone. Also, probably smart. Can we pursue both objectives at the same time? I don't know. It's kind of a TBD right there. Alright, are we finally running out of sauce? This is a crazy advance. Just, again, the Japanese can thrust back here, but, like, I don't know if they have what it takes to actually make this happen in a meaningful way. And meanwhile, there's being completely cut off. They've lost all of their supply depots. If we can capture, it'll be only Karabatovsk if we capture this territory. Absolutely bonkers. Crazy fast advance. That's the power of tanks, baby. This is so, like, night and day compared to the situation I was in before. Are we going to try thrusting on Shenyang? I think we have to. We don't have to, but, like, it's just... Capturing Shenyang would be just too good of a prize, right? Okay. Yeah, I think that as much as... We really are going to have to make a choice, right? Like, the other thing we should do, none of this shit matters. Absolutely not. We're pulling back all the way to here. And then we are pulling back all the way to, like, here. Nothing else is important. Right, we have any stationary tank divisions must be progressing on some sort of objective. We cannot afford to do nothing. I think I can march infantry on Shenyang. Like, I think that's totally feasible. Yeah, I should do that. You should strike here. It's crazy that I'm actually being able to greed this. That it's actually totally feasible. Is this a supply depot? Oh my god, it is. Oh my god, we can capture it. Harbin is controlled by the frickin' Russians, even though... Whatever. I'm a little mad about that. Even though we're the ones who captured it. Yeah, we can just crush these guys right now. And then you two should thrust in Shenyang. You need to thrust in Shenyang. Capturing Shenyang's awesome. If we can manage to do that, that rules. This is not a relevant strike. This is a relevant strike. If you can capture Mujianjiang, then... Holy crap, the fall of Shenyang. Despite the desperate efforts of... Oh, the Mongolian assault. Despite the desperate efforts of Shenyang's Chinese defenders, the city fell today after a battle marked by fierce urban combat. Fighting was most intense in and around the Huanggutun railway station, but found itself the target of several successive Mongolian assaults. Chinese forces were eventually dislodged, but not before tearing up the station's rails, leaving it mostly unusable for the time being. Regardless, the city's capture is a great victory for the Mongolian campaign to conquer China. The path to Beijing and the North China Plain is now open. And the many warlords throughout the country must realize what this all could mean. Shall Manchuria have a new master? TBD. You should also strike here. Truly, we are in the strike north doctrine. Strike south doctrine. So we're striking south. Right, we have captured Shenyang. We're pretty close to completely cutting off all of mainland China. That would be pretty awesome if we can slice that. We are pretty close to completely cutting off this entire pocket, which is probably even more awesome. Again, we're kind of looking at a situation where I bet we can read both situations. We just declare a mass attack. Do that. Probably need to keep infantry in Shenyang, and then we can do this. Boom. Which march to Fushun. Fushun. Which is probably drive to Endong. Again, let's thrust here. You are totally a waste of space. We need to come back. We need to pull up tight. And then you can hold. We can knock out the rail station here. You guys can strike here. Knocking back our armored divisions, but whatever. That's what we brought the infantry for. Let's roll up the whole line pretty easily, actually. Okay, we suddenly have literally no one in Shenyang. That's a little rough. You should go here. You should go here. And there we go. We pocket quickly. Guess we'll need to thrust with everything we've got to do that, but potato, potato. Please go here. Please thrust here. And then you should strike here. 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 You should go to Shenyang. You should hold Shenyang for just a moment, please. Okay, you should go here. You should go here. Dang, that's rough. Okay. Okay. Crap. And now we kind of have a foot in both worlds. We can abandon our little attempt to hold Shenyang for now. No. We should definitely send our forces here. You don't need to keep pushing there. It's cool that you pushed here. Yeah, that'll do it. That's good. Nice. Okay. All right, we have a nice pocket, nice little pockety pocket. The thrust on Andong is currently in the process of being turned back, but I think we're fine in terms of like our long reliability. Like it's fine. Everything's fine. How are you? Sort of situation. I really don't think I need tanks around this region anymore. I think we have it. What? We're sort of like rambling towards thrust towards freaking Korea, I guess. Can I do this? Probably not, right? Do this though. Okay. Crash the Yalu. Easy peasy. You can please go somewhere else now. Please go here now. Please go to Shenyang. It's kind of important. Do that. Okay. What is our freaking plan, anyways? Obviously none of this matters now. What matters is... Okay. We should... How mountainy is this? It's fine. This is very mountainy, though. We should do that. And then we should do specifically this. And then everyone else, go hug these fools. Thank you. Wonderful. How effective will this be? Hopefully very effective. Speaking of that, I would love to push towards Seoul, but that would require things, you know, develop in a manner that is somewhat resembling logic and reason. Which, you never know. Okay. We have 2 tank divisions here. Might as well push, like, right here. And since we have everyone surrounded, might as well do a little bit of planning for a thrust. Okay, yeah, this situation could be better. The failure to close this pocket decisively is really annoying, but I guess kind of the result of, you know, inevitable forces inevitably working inevitably. Max planning is not bad. Anything else? Let's see. I don't think it's worth bothering. Let's see. We can capture Pyongyang. That's pretty good. It's only getting weird lag spikes. I don't really know where they're coming from. Will that be enough? Will that do it? Looks like the answer is no. It will not. I would love to take Chongjin. Probably do something like this. Does the Great Wall? Oh, it makes entrenchment better. That's cool, I guess. It's just more Great Wall. Okay. We're gonna close up our ranks even further. Don't need tanks here. We do need tanks here. What's the chance of like this being a successful push? Looks like it's feasible. Nice! Looks like we are holding Shenyang. The Fushun is a little bit more annoying. Which I suppose is fine by me. I would love to take some territory. I would like to take Chongjin specifically. And I would love to thrust to the coast, wherever that happens to be. Works. Love that this works. This works. Okay. This doesn't matter anymore. That pocket is now trapped. Excellent. Okay. Now we can thrust all the way to Busan. And then when we do that, we will have won. Let's see. Have it. Looks like the answer is maybe. Ham hung. Great name. How's your ham? It's hung. Up. We can easily capture all of Korea. He says, not successfully capturing all of Korea. Alright. Now what we can really do now is go push Seoul, which should let us capture the entire Japanese army around Pyongyang. That'd be awesome. You guys need to crush here. Thrust here. Okay, you guys go here, you guys go here. You guys just stick around Alright, we now have the ability to crush this entire Japanese formation around Pyongyang. Kill. Heck yes. Kill him. Okay, looks like a massive thrust here. Yeah, we can. Holy guacamole. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. It's like a pretty bad situation to be in for the Japanese. Like, it's not a good one. Let's see. All thrust at Pyongyang. How's our casualty rate? We have lost 32k. We are beginning to rack up kills, but the Russians still have way more than us, which is annoying. Why are there random... Oh, I was going to say, why are there random Swedes or whatever? They're from, Sarawak. Alright, what's up, guys? Alright. I would love... Well, let's finish the pocket first, and then we can declare victory and go home. Boom. Bam. And thank you, ma'am. Alright, with that, I am going to check my casualty count. Much more respectable, still not that impressive. I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.